Alright, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and in today's video we are going to be going over what characters you should bring for the EZA Exchange Buu's EZA event. So the main category you're going to want to bring is Time Limit. Shouldn't really be that difficult for most players. Time Limit is a pretty established category with a lot of these like Dokkan Fest LRs and stuff like that a lot of you probably have because they've been on a lot of the, the main, I guess, like value banners. So should be pretty easy for most players, but just in case, I still wanted to make a video going over some of the main characters you should bring and how your team building should kind of look like. So I guess we can go and get right into it. First off, you can see here the best lead for the category is the Tech Goku and Vegeta. A lot of you probably have them. They've been out for a while. They're not amazing, I guess. I mean, they could be pretty good, especially once you fuse into Gogeta because, of course, Rainbow Key Spheres, Scouter. He's got nullifications down here as well. He still has damage reduction, recovering HP. So there is good, like, mechanics built into his kit. It's just like his stat buffs, the amount of stats he gets on Super. It's just really not enough. I'd say he definitely is in range of, at this point, needing an EZA. It's crazy to say that, but yeah, I mean, he's probably going to get an EZA soon, looking at the other units that have had their EZA, like the 6-year anniversary LRs. We had the STR Super Vegeta get an EZA, and I'm pretty sure he released after this guy. So, yeah, he's probably going to be EZAing soon, but anyway, regardless, that really doesn't matter, because right now it doesn't have his EZA, but he's still going to be very useful for the EZA event. Like I said, he's got some good mechanics built in. He is the best lead for the category, 170% to attack and defense. Unfortunately, 130% to HP, but not that big of a deal. EZA events aren't really that difficult, so it's not like you need a 170% lead across the board. So overall, this guy's going to be really good, and if you have him, you definitely should run him as a lead. And then next up, we got the Int Gotenks. So obviously, Buu is Tech, so you're going to want to bring a lot of Int units just because obviously they have type advantage, so they're going to be doing a little bit of extra damage, and they're going to be tanking just a little bit better. With his EZA, he's absolutely insane. He got his EZA very recent, so I'm not going to go over everything because most of you probably already know what he does. But he's doing a ton of supers. He's got dodge. With all those supers, obviously he's going to be doing so much damage. And there's just really no stopping this guy once he gets going. I mean, he's just crazy. He's that guy. If you get to the point where you're in Super Saiyan 3, which might be kind of difficult, just because these EZA events are really only going to, like, turn 4 or 5. But if you get to this point, then yeah, he's just going to be absolutely dominating the event. So, Gotenks, if you have him, definitely throw him on the team. Like, this isn't a maybe. If he's in your box, he's on the team 100%, because he's just insane. And then next up, we got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Very similar to the Tech Goku and Vegeta. They've aged, or this guy has aged out a lot. He's not really amazing, but he's on the category. He's got type advantage, and he can still do some solid damage. And, defensively, he's not great, but he's good enough because, again, these EZA events aren't really that difficult. So he's still going to put a lot of work in between the stats he gets on Super, the extra stats he gets for the first couple turns, which is going to last for pretty much the whole fight because, like I said, these EZA events aren't going until turn 8. They're stopping turn 4, 5, 6, really. So, between all that, and then, the active skill, going to be absolutely fine and provide a lot of value to the fight. He's got a pretty solid link set as well, so he's going to be linking good with a lot of these other, I guess, fusion units. Like, if you want to bring this guy, I know he's going to link pretty well with him. They share Over and a Flash, Fuse Fighter, or no, they don't share Over and a Flash, but they have Fuse Fighter, or at least when you transform with this guy, then he has Fuse Fighter. And then, yeah, I guess Kamehameha, Fierce Battle. And then that's it, huh? Okay, so they don't link as good as I thought. But still, a couple big links there. So definitely bringing them on the team would provide a ton of value. And then next up, we got the LR Gods. LR Gods and then LR Monkeys. They're good, right? I mean, there's not much else to say. They've got the stacking, which of course is going to be really useful. Key is not really an issue with them. They're doing a ton of additional supers. And with them stacking, obviously that makes it to where when you fuse with them, or I guess with the gods, transform, all that stacked attack and defense is going to carry over. So then them just being absolutely insane is even crazier because you have carried over stacked attack and defense. So, going to be really good options for this event. They're going to do so much damage, and defensively they're going to be fine. So again, if you have them, definitely throw them on the team. You could probably also make some sub-teams with them if you don't have this guy. Yeah, oh, you definitely could. Yeah, you could work some, like, Power Beyond Super Saiyan team. You could get something like that going on. What is this? Fuse Fighters and GT Heroes? Yeah, you could definitely do something with Fuse Fighters. So, yeah, both of them would work as sub-leads as well. I mean, that just kind of depends on your box. But if you don't have the main lead with the Tech Gogeta, then it definitely is something to consider. And then finally, we just got a free-to-play unit. He's got type advantage. He's a Rainbow Orb Changer. He's recovering HP. Not going to do a whole lot of damage, but still nice. Got a pretty solid link set, so he's probably going to be linking well with a lot of these other units you're bringing. And just overall, a pretty good unit. That's really all the units I have pulled up. Not really crazy. The category isn't that big. You can see here, like, there's really not that many characters on it. It's super class dominated. So a lot of the good characters on here you guys probably do have, though, because, again, they've been featured on a lot of these big-time banners. But like I said, there is other options you could bring. Of course, there's the free-to-play Vegito Blue on JP. Yeah, I mean, this guy. Obviously, someone you're probably going to want to bring. I mean, yeah, you don't want to bring AGL units because they'll have type disadvantage. The 5th year fusions, yeah, probably should have mentioned them. Okay, they're obviously very good as well. They don't get their fusion, though, until turn 4, right? Yeah, it is turn 4. So, unfortunately, you're really not going to see them look that good until, of course, the end of the fight. Like, literally the very last turn, because their fusion, or their transformation, is turn 4, and that's typically when the fight's wrapping up. So, 5th year fusions are going to be a little weird, but they're still good in their base forms, so they'll provide value. And then everyone else. I mean, you could throw them on the team if you want, but it's just kind of depends if you have them or not. I would say the LRs are like the big hitters of like, yeah, you kind of need to run them. So that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which units you're going to be bringing on your team for the EZA Tech Exchange Boos EZA event. That was a mouthful. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.